the bitter winter of 2005, Noah Whitaker, 23, and worn thin from chasing vanishing dreams, drifted into Seattle with nothing but a torn backpack and the ghosts of a failed past. Raised on the outskirts of Amarillo, Texas, where droughts were longer than school years and grief was inherited like property, Noah had left behind the broken skeleton of a life for something, anything, better. 5 days into sleeping on park benches and eating from vending machines, his body was shutting down. One icy evening, Noah collapsed outside a gated complex on the city's edge. A security guard, seeing the young man's hollow-eyed stare and trembling hands, made a call. "I know a place," he told someone. "A house outside town, big, empty, owners overseas. Kid can crash there." That place was Blackridge Estate, an ivy-cloaked mansion perched alone in the dense, fog-drenched forests near Snoqualmie. A relic of another time, the estate loomed with slate roofs like jagged teeth and windows that seemed to watch. Its caretaker, a tight-lipped veteran named Hale, handed Noah a spare key and left without ceremony. The first night, Noah devoured a warm meal in the candle-lit dining hall and collapsed into a guest bed with hand-carved posts and moth-eaten curtains. For the first time in weeks, he felt safe, but that illusion shattered at 2:13 a.m. He woke, standing in a cold black cellar, barefoot, shivering. The air smelled of mildew and blood. Shadows stretched too far. Boxes were scattered like forgotten coffins. Then, through the stillness, came the sound. A woman sobbing, software broken, terrifyingly close. "Hello?" Noah whispered, his voice swallowed by the dark. Silence. Then, a cold breath at his neck. He spun. No one. The sobbing vanished. Then, he was in bed again, drenched in sweat. His heart jackhammered. His breath fogged the air, though the room was warm. He stared at the ceiling until dawn, afraid to blink. The next morning, Noah stepped outside for fresh air and froze. A woman stood at the gate, tall, thin, dressed in funeral black. Her face, pale as bone, was veiled. Her eyes, sharp, glassy, stared directly into his. She didn't speak. She simply pressed a folded slip of paper into his hand. Her skin was ice cold. He blinked. She was gone. The note read, "Go to 41 Ashen Lane. A job awaits." That name, Ashen, stirred something unnatural in his chest, but desperation drowned hesitation. The address led him to a towering office building downtown. The front desk paused when they saw the note. Moments later, the HR director, a pale woman with shaking hands, rushed out. "This is Mr. Langford's signature," she whispered, as if saying it summoned something. "The CEO. He's in Tokyo. How do you know him?" Noah lied. "Family friend." Somehow, it worked. They offered him a temporary IT position, but something in the building twisted around Noah. Every reflective surface showed movement that wasn't his. Lights flickered as he passed. Elevators stopped at floors no one requested. On the third day, he was walking to the break room when an invisible pull gripped his chest, like a magnet buried deep inside his lungs. His feet dragged him to the top floor. A steel door loomed. Executive suite, private access. Noah's fingers entered a code, 6013. He didn't know how. The door clicked open. The receptionist gasped. "Only Mr. Langford knows that code." He walked in, locked the door, and vanished. 2 hours later, a panicked call came from Tokyo. "Someone's in my office, in my files." Security broke down the door. Noah was slumped over the desk, unconscious. The monitors glowed with sensitive documents, bank accounts, encrypted messages, and a folder titled Blackridge. Inside the folder, footage from Noah's bedroom at the estate, night vision cameras, a woman, young, terrified, arguing with a man. The man, Langford, screaming. Then, blood. He dragged her limp body outside, buried her in the snow under the pines. Her name was Elena Cross, Langford's assistant. A secret affair gone wrong, a murder buried, until she found Noah. The media exploded. Langford was arrested boarding a plane to Zurich. Protesters lined the courthouse. Elena's body was exhumed from Blackridge's garden. The truth was no longer underground, but Elena's soul still awake. Noah moved to a new apartment, new job, new name, but he never truly escaped. Some nights, he'd wake in the building's basement, mud on his knees. Other nights, in the middle of the woods, barefoot, blood under his nails. The earth always smelled like Blackridge. Then came the whisper. He wasn't alone. The next week, Langford's attorney was arrested. Anonymous files leaked, wire transfers, burner phones, deleted emails. Noah didn't remember sending them, but his computer had. Through his hands, Elena was still digging. One night, under a red moon, Noah woke in a cemetery, a shovel in his grip. Before him, a freshly broken headstone. Elena's name scratched off, another name carved in. A third accomplice. He dropped the shovel and ran, but she followed, in mirrors, in whispers, in his dreams. She used his body, and now she wanted his soul, because vengeance wasn't enough. She wanted justice, and she wasn't done. Still watching, but not subscribed. A lot of effort goes into making these videos. When you subscribe and share, it keeps me motivated to create more. So please, make sure to subscribe.